Please welcome the chair of Israel's Blue and White Party, retired IDF Lieutenant General Benny Gantz.
Shalom. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families whose homes were attacked by rocket this morning in Israel. The strong, resilient people of our nation are attacked yet again, forced to live with constant reminders of our enemies' hate and unwillingness for change. This hate, fueling a century-old conflict, may be the only things our enemy enhance, because this hate, this misery, is all they live for. Our people live for hope. We live for the promise of a better future, which we constantly build. Those that seek life are always stronger than those seeking death, and I'm telling you, the leaders of Hamas, you will not change that. My friends, Prime Minister Netanyahu did well going back to Israel. And I will return to Israel today as well, to stand, and if needed, to fight in defense of our people, One thing I know for sure: Israel will once again and always prevail. Yes, my friends, I am a soldier. That is who I am. That is what I do. I fought in battles you've heard of, and in operation you will never will. I commanded complex military operations and painful wars. I led commando units into enemy territory. I was the last Israeli soldier to proudly leave Lebanon in May 2000 after serving there for almost 22 years. I've lost friends. I carry them with me anytime, everywhere. I've devoted my life to the state of Israel and the Jewish people. And today, as the chair of the Blue and White Party, it is an extraordinary honor for me to be standing before all of you here today. Good morning, President of the Board of Directors, Mort Friedman, Chair of the Board, Lillian Pincus, Betsy Cohen, President-elect, my friend, CEO of AIPAC, Howard Kaur, distinguished members of Congress, dear AIPAC activists and members, ladies and gentlemen. All of you are soldiers too. And let me upfront you what we are fighting for. Even though we have the best army, the best air force in the world, the best fighters in the universe, even with this army, even with this air force, even with those brave fighters, we must remember that if we want hope, we must have unity. If we want security, we must have unity, and throughout the history, the only way we have won is by being united. Unity is our past, and unity must be our future. My first assignment as a combat soldier was to accompany and secure Egyptian President Anwar Sadat on his historic visit to the State of Israel. Exactly 40 years ago, tomorrow, and just 200 yards away from here at the White House, President Jimmy Carter, the Prime Minister of Israel, Menachem Begin, and President of Egypt, Anwar Sadat, signed their historic agreement showing us that great and brave leadership can change history. I've been a soldier on a mission to ensure Israel's safety ever since. But I'm not like every other soldier. None of us is like any other soldiers. We are Jewish soldiers. Our battle orders include the rules of engagement and the 10 Commandments, the computer code of F-35, and the moral code of the Prophet of Israel. And it is this moral code of our nation that led me on a secret mission 28 years ago. As a young officer, I led my soldier to Sudan, an enemy state. There, in the heart of the desert, we met the Jews of Ethiopia who fled persecutions and murder. Together, on a military cargo plane, we came back home, the home they've never seen before but dreamed of their entire life, the land of Israel. Among the Jews that came from Ethiopia was a little girl. She was only 3 years old. Even I'm excited now. Carried by her aunt, they crossed the desert, leaving half of her family behind. That girl is here today. Member of the Knesset, Pnina Tamano-Shata, and a candidate for Blue and White Party. Pnina, can you please stand up? Pnina, I'm so proud to have you with my party and in this room with me today. Closing such a circle is something great. It can only happen to the Jewish people. Thank you, Pnina. We were sent on this mission because the state of Israel has and will always have a moral duty to ensure that every Jew around the world is safe, and if there is one Jew in danger anywhere in the world, the mission is not over. And today I'm telling you, the mission is not over yet. I know that because earlier this year, when the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh was attacked, I, like many of you, sat staring the TV. Because we are Jewish, we will not stand idly by. We will not tolerate racism. We will not tolerate anti-Semitism. In my wallet, I carry a black and white photograph of my mother in Bergen-Belsen on the Liberation Day, weighing only 90 pounds, still in striped pajamas, on the concentration camp. A few years ago, I placed another photograph next to it, this one in color. It is of my son Nadav, dressed in uniform of Israel Defense Forces, As I've said, my son Nadav, dressed in the Israel Defense Forces, was taken at the day he completed his paratrooper training. Let me tell you a small joke here. He went and served at the same battalion that I've served as a battalion commander and that my wife served as a social worker. He was asked in the interview, why do you want to go to this battalion? He said, because of my mother, he forgot me. This is a good son. So yes, standing opposite to him, an officer must admit older than him, also in uniform, me as the Chief of Staff of Israel Defense Forces. I was so proud at that moment. But on a more serious note, let us all agree that between those two photographs lie the entire story of the people of Israel. Three generations and three symbols. Terrible Bergen-Belsen at the time of Holocaust, the Western Wall, and the young and strong independent Israel. But those photographs also teach us something else. They teach us that strength and moral power come together. They teach us that strength and power must come with very high moral standards. They teach us that miracles do not happen on their own. We have to protect them, and we will protect them. And that is why I say from this stage to the Iranian regime, never again. We will not allow you to establish yourself in Syria. We will not allow you to develop nuclear weapons. I am telling the Iranians, you know my friends, and you know me, and not only from my cell phone. On my watch, you will not become a regional power, and I will not hesitate to use force if and when needed. Yes, I truly know that the children of Tehran and the children of Jerusalem are born free of hate. I know that the Iranian people are waiting for a new dawn, one I hope we will all get to see in our lifetime. Till then, let me tell you this. I'm telling you, Hezbollah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, we met before on the battlefield, and you know the result. Therefore, I'm telling you that the reality in the south we unfortunately saw today, where Israeli children spend their nights in bomb shelters while the head of Hamas celebrate, must end now, and it will end now. The head of Hamas forgotten what happened to Ahmad Jabari, their chief of staff. They will get a personal reminder if they continue targeting our population, as will all terrorists. We will maintain our military edge. We will firmly keep our security advantage by air, by land, by sea, and even under the sea. To those who would like to turn a new page, we will extend our hand in peace, and we will strive for peace with any honest Arab leader. With every future agreement, if it comes and when it comes, we will not compromise on those issues. Jerusalem is and always be Israel united and eternal capital. The Jordan Valley is and always remains Israel's eastern security border. The responsibility for the security over the land of Israel will remain in the hands of the IDF and the IDF alone. And this is something which is very unique to Israel. We will never ask anyone to fight for us. We will take care of ourselves. We will never withdraw from the Golan Heights. We will never do so. However, as the former IDF Chief of Staff and as a future leader of Israel, I know the secret of our strength. It is based on our ability to stay together. Unity, that is the secret weapons of the Jewish nation. Our ability to stand together should not be taken for granted. In Bergen-Belsen, no one asked who is Reform and who is conservative, who is Orthodox or who is secular. Before going into battle, I never checked to see who had kippah under their helmets. Let me tell you, my friend, the divisive dialogue tearing us and tearing our nation apart, it may serve, I doubt if, but it may serve political purposes. But it is shredding the fabric that holds us together. As a proud owner of the red beret worn by the liberator of the Kotel, I can tell you with confidence that the Western Wall is long enough to accommodate everyone. Everyone. Looking at ourselves, we know there will be no radicals from either side of the political map ruling. There will be no Kahanists running our country. There will be no racists leading our state institution, and there will be no corruption leading our way. No corruption whatsoever. The leaders of Israel cannot be led anything else other than the best interest of Israel and its people. But, my friend, let me tell you, and we all know it, that the people of Israel are strong than all of this. But we cannot do it alone. This is the time to recognize our strongest ally, the United States. You, the American people, Jews and non-Jews. The United States was the first nation to recognize the historic rebirth of Israel in 1948, just 11 minutes after its establishment. President Trump, a true partner and an ally of Israel, President Trump, thank you for recognizing Jerusalem as the eternal capital of the Jewish people and for placing your embassy there. And thank you, President Trump, for recognizing Israel's sovereignty over the Golan Heights. We are thankful for your strategic partnership, and we want all of America, Republicans and Democrats, all of Americans, Republican and Democrats, to move forward with us in the spirit of true bipartisanship that served us so well in the past. Bipartisanship, what a word. I'm an Israeli, very hard. And so, my friend, I am a soldier, a proud soldier. And after life, fighting battles that you have heard of and ones you never will, I'm here on my next assignment to put our people before everything, our security before everything, and our beautiful, vibrant, and strong state of Israel before everything. As an Abba, as a father, I'm doing it for my kids. But I'm doing it for your kids as well. Toda Rabba. Thank you very much.